name is Robert Bruce, and I'm shooting another video for astralbob.com. And this video is about fear and astral projection. The many colours of fear, I think I'll call this. Fear is a big issue with astral projection because there are many things that can cause fear. To start with, astral projection is a phenomena. It is not typically experienced very often, and that alone, because it is unknown territory, stepping into the astral, that causes fear alone, just because it's unknown. Now, a bit of knowledge and a bit of familiarity takes care of that one. You get used to it. There is also the fear of separating from the physical body, which is very, very much like dying, death. And astral projection has a lot of similarities with near-death experiences. Now, a near-death experience is just a very powerful astral projection where the physical body has died and a lot more energy of consciousness floods into the astral body and gives it an extremely vivid astral projection. Otherwise, there is no difference between a near-death experience and a astral projection, apart from the physical body, dying temporarily during the near-death experience. Now, separating from the body is there is an instinctive fear that goes with this, leaving the physical body. So that can take some getting over. It's best not to think about it and just plough ahead with it. Another thing that could cause fear is the mind split effect. Now, the mind split effect, where you can be conscious in two places at once, in your physical body mind, while you project your astral double outside the physical body and can be conscious in that simultaneously. Now, in the real time zone, particularly with the real time zone being in the real world, and you are like a ghost in the real world when you're having a real time projection. Now, in the real time zone, there's a reactionary field around the physical body, or should I say between the physical body and its projected double, of about, it's strongest at about 20 feet distance. So within 20 feet you are going to get a fairly strong reaction, and you could feel your physical body mind tugging at you, and you have to keep your mind off of the physical body, because the slightest little thought of the physical body or of being back in the physical body, and you are instantly pulled back in again. So it's very tricky within 20 feet. You get 20 feet or more beyond, and it gets easier progressively the further away you get from your physical body. But there is a reactionary, a lot of reaction between the astral double and the physical body mind, particularly within 20 feet, and further out, 50 feet, 100 feet, if you're in your backyard, say, from where your bedroom is. There is still a reactionary field. It reduces progressively with distance, so that there's a reactionary field there. And what happens is that the emotions and feelings of the physical body mind will project out, down through the silver cord, you could say, through the connecting cords, into the astral projected double. And what the astral projected double feels, emotions and feelings, will project back into the physical body. So you get this two-way effect. Now, this can cause a very unpleasant type of feedback and some various phenomena to occur during OBE. Now, if, for example, you are having an astral projection and you are, let's say, wandering around your backyard looking at your plants and flowers, or sitting on the roof, and if you see something that scares you, now during an astral projection, if a bush is moving, now it's night time generally, if you see a bush moving in your peripheral vision, and as you turn to look at it in your astral body, you turn your attention onto it, a split second before you do, you know, your subconscious mind sort of says, I hope that's not a scary monster. And as you turn to see it, there's a scary monster there, you know, or something monsterish, something scary there, which will scare you. Now that fear you feel floods back into the physical body mind. The physical body mind at the same time is awake, paralysed, or feeling very, very tired and having difficulty moving. And it is in fact paralysed because it always is during a full real-time projection. So the physical body mind is paralysed and it suddenly feels fear coming from a particular direction. It may be behind it or from the side, and there's no explanation for this, just suddenly feels intense fear. Now it starts to get scared because it can't move and it feels fear. It feels like a presence, like an evil presence, like the devil himself is standing there with a raised axe, and or some scary monster there. And so the physical body gets scared. This fear floods back to the astral projected double and adds to its fear. And the fear from that, the additional fear from the astral body, floods back down through the silver cord to the physical body mind. And so you get this flow, this feedback loop here, and the fear level increases dramatically on both sides because it is feeding back. Each aspect is feeding the fear of the other. And generally, of course, when it gets to a peak there, it breaks the astral projection, the astral double is reeled back in again. And you will usually only remember the experience from the physical body-mind side because that has a very powerful memory. It's been scared. Fear causes a powerful memory. Now, sometimes, but more rarely, you will remember the astral projected side of it as well. Even more rarely, you'll remember bits of both of them. Now, occasionally, the dream mind can become active during this feedback process as well. It is also caught in the loop. It is having a dream, your dream mind, and all of a sudden it feels fear, and this fear intensifies, and there's no explanation why. But in the dream state, it's a very fluid state, so fearful scenarios are created around the dream mind. So you might only remember the fearful dream, but the cause of it is an astral projection and feedback between the physical body mind and the astral double, causing a fearful dream, which may be all that you remember. Even more rarely, you'll remember a little bit of each one of them. So, because the mind has difficulty coping with more than one memory stream at the same time. Other things can cause fear as well, but what I've dealt with so far are the main ones, the mind split effect and fear of separating from the body and fear of the unknown. These are the main fears you'll have to deal with. And by dealing with them, the best way to deal with them, you need to have a little bit of courage and a little bit of knowledge. And knowing, it's been explained to you, the sensations that are coming out of the body can be fear-inducing as well. Heavy vibrations, rapid heart beat-like sensation, continual falling sensation. I talked about those in a previous video, but they can be fear-inducing as well. But you need a bit of courage. It's a bit of an initiation, getting out of your body and having a conscious astral projection. You need to be a bit brave and just to plough through with it and use your determination and your willpower. Get out of the body, move to a safe distance away from your physical body mind, and just stay relaxed, stay calm, and have your astral projection. Keep it short and then dive back in, passionately yelling your success so that you'll cause a nice strong memory which you can remember when you wake up, because without the memory it never happened. You'll just wake up thinking you've clicked out or fallen asleep. But knowledge and courage, these are the things which overcome fear. And also familiarity. You have a few astral projections, you start getting used to it. You start learning how to get around, and then it starts to get a lot more fun. Well, Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.